Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemistry session. Here we are discussing about the topic atoms and molecules. In this session, we are going to see about the mole concept from this chapter. Before that, let us see about molecular mass of the substances. We have already discussed about the concept of atomic mass in the earlier sessions. What is meant by atomic mass, how the atomic mass of different elements are compared with 1 AMU, what is meant by 1 AMU, how it is calculated. So these all we have seen in the earlier sessions. So based upon this concept of atomic mass, now let us see how molecular mass of the molecules calculated. The concept of atomic mass is extended to calculate the molecular masses. The molecular mass of a substance is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms present in a molecule of that substance. Yes, actually, for calculating molecular mass of substance, we need to know three things mainly. One it is the molecular formula of that compound, which gives information about two things. One it is the elements present in the molecule of that substance. Second one, the number of atoms of each element present in the molecule. So these two things we have to know. Along with these two, we need to know the atomic masses of the elements present in the molecule. If you know these three things, that is the elements present in the molecule and the number of atoms of each element present in the molecule and atomic masses of the elements in that molecule. If you know these three things, we can calculate the molecular mass of that substance. So here, as atomic mass is a relative quantity, it is therefore the molecular mass is also relative quantity. So it will be having no fixed units. So the molecular mass is expressed in atomic mass units or unified mass with simple letter U. Because as we know, atomic mass is a relative comparison. Just it is relative quantity as it is a comparison with 1 AMU. We define the atomic mass as the number of times heavier than 1 AMU is defined as atomic mass. So as it is being relative quantity, it has no units. This molecular mass is also derived or extended from the atomic masses, so it is also a relative quantity. So its units will be either AMU or unified mass. For example, let us try to calculate the molecular mass of sulfuric acid. So what we told here, to calculate the molecular mass, we need to know three things. One it is the atoms, the elements which are present in the molecule. If you observe here, sulfuric acid, hydrogens are there, sulfur, oxygen. Three different elements are present in the molecule of sulfuric acid. Now the second thing to be known is the number of atoms of each element. If you observe here, hydrogen, 2 atoms are there, sulfur, 1 atom, and oxygen, there are 4 atoms. So the number of atoms of each element are known now. And the third thing to be known is the molecular atomic masses of each element. We know atomic mass of hydrogen as 1, atomic mass of sulfur as 32, and whereas the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So by knowing these three things, we can calculate the molecular mass of this substance. See the solution here. Molecular mass of sulfuric acid is equal to atomic mass of hydrogen into 2, because there are 2 hydrogen atoms in this molecule, and atomic mass of sulfur plus atomic mass of oxygen into 4, as there are 4 oxygen atoms in this molecule. So if you substitute these values and if we calculate, we get the atomic masses or the molecular mass of sulfuric acid as 98 units. So in this way, we can calculate the molecular mass of any substance if we know the atomic masses of the elements present in that. Let us see one more example. Calculate the molecular mass of calcium carbonate. So as we told earlier, here also let us recall once those 3 points which we have to know for calculating the molecular mass. Which elements are present in this? There are calcium atoms, carbon atoms, and oxygen atoms. 3 kinds of elements are present in this molecule. Second thing, how many atoms of each element are present? If you observe, there is one calcium atom, one carbon atom, and three oxygen atoms. So that we can know. And third thing, the atomic masses of these three elements. Refer once again, the atomic mass of calcium is 40, whereas the atomic mass of carbon is 12, and for the oxygen it is 16. So by using this, let us try to calculate the molecular mass of calcium carbonate now. So here, molecular mass of calcium carbonate is equal to atomic mass of calcium plus atomic mass of carbon and atomic mass of oxygen into 3, because there are 3 oxygen atoms in the molecule. Now if you substitute the values of these 3, we get the molecular mass of calcium carbonate as 100 units. Okay, in this way we can calculate the molecular mass of any substance if we know the atomic masses of the atoms present in the molecule. Formula unit mass, it is also just like the molecular mass, but this term formula unit mass is used for to calculate the molecular masses of ionic compounds. Ionic compounds means the substances in which there exist ions as the smallest quantities. Instead of being molecules, in this there will be oppositely charged ions. For such kind of substances, this term formula unit mass is used. So one formula unit of sodium chloride, that means one Na plus ion and one Cl minus ion. It is called, the combination of these two is called one formula unit of sodium chloride, because there will be no separate NaCl molecule in sodium chloride. As this ion, it is a ionic compound, there won't be existing any molecules. There will be only oppositely charged ions. So if we say one formula unit of sodium chloride, that means one Na plus ion and one Cl minus ion. Similarly, if you say one formula unit of magnesium bromide, that means one Mg plus 2 ion, that means magnesium ion, and 2 bromide ions. The combination of these 3 ions is called one formula unit of magnesium bromide. Okay, if you say one formula unit of water, or that means H2O, that means one H2O molecule, because water is made up of molecules. It does not contain oppositely charged ions. So for this, directly H2O is considered as one molecule, whereas certain compounds are made up of oppositely charged ions, which we call as ionic compounds. About these ionic compounds we are going to learn in the further classes. Now here, in these ionic compounds there is no existence of molecules. There we use the term formula unit. So that is containing oppositely charged ions. That one unit may contain 2 or more oppositely charged ions. The total mass of these all ions or atoms is considered as formula unit mass. The formula unit mass of a substance is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a formula unit of that compound. Okay, as we told here, NaCl is the formula unit of sodium chloride. That means one Na plus ion, one Cl minus ion. All these two together called as one formula unit of NaCl, sodium chloride. Now the formula unit mass is nothing but the sum of the masses of sodium and chlorine for that. In the same way, for these formula units, the formula unit mass of these substances is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a formula unit of that compound. Got it? Formula unit mass is calculated in the same manner as molecular mass. Yes, in the calculation there is no difference again here. It is also calculated such like the molecular mass. The only difference is the formula unit is used for the substances whose constituent particles are ions. So this is specially used for this formula unit mass is used for the substances in which the constituent particles are ions instead of molecules. If molecules are the constituent particles, then molecular mass the term used. If the constituent particles are instead of molecules, if they are ions, then this formula unit mass is used and it is calculated just like the molecular mass. Okay. Let us see one more example here. Sodium chloride has a unit formula unit as NaCl. So the formula unit mass can be calculated like this here. Sodium, the sum of the masses or atomic masses of sodium and chlorine gives formula unit mass of sodium chloride. We know atomic mass of sodium as 23, whereas the atomic mass of chlorine as 35.5. So the sum of these two gives the formula unit mass of sodium chloride. So how it is calculated, see here. The sum of these two is taken as the formula unit mass of sodium chloride. Let us see one more example. Calcium oxide. We know the calcium oxide formula calcium CaO. Now the formula unit mass of calcium oxide is the sum of the atomic masses of calcium and oxygen, because there is one calcium ion and one oxygen ion in this molecule in formula unit of this calcium oxide. We know calcium atomic mass as 40, whereas the atomic mass of oxygen as 16. So the sum of these two gives the formula unit mass of calcium oxide. Okay, it is also calculated just like the molecular weight, molecular mass. Next, mole concept. We have learned that atoms and molecules are extremely small in size and their number. It is very large, isn't it? So the atoms and molecules are very small in size. How smaller means we cannot see them with our naked eye. Even they cannot be seen with sensitive microscopes too. That much smaller these are, and their number is very high. Very large numbers they are existing. Even a small amount of any substance we find very large number of atoms and molecules. You take a small piece of chalk, it may contain crores and crores of atoms and molecules in that. That much smaller these are. So their size is very smaller and their quantity is very large. Do you know how many molecules are there in 18 grams of water? And how many atoms are there in 12 grams of carbon? Do you know these two? How many molecules are there in 18 grams of water and how many atoms will be in 12 grams of carbon? We may surprise to know that the number of molecules in 18 grams of water and the number of atoms in 12 grams of carbon both are same. Do you know this? This number is very large. It's a very big number. To handle such large numbers, a unit called mole is introduced. This is a numerical quantity. 1 mole of a substance is the amount of substance which contains as many as particles or entities that are equal to the number of atoms present in exactly 12 grams of carbon 12 isotope. So this is defined as the number of particles or the number of entities which is exactly equal to the number of atoms present in 12 grams of carbon 12 isotope. So how many atoms are there in 12 grams of carbon? That number is taken as 1 mole. Simply to say, the number of atoms present in 12 grams of carbon 12 isotope is considered as 1 mole. That number is taken as 1 mole. So those many particles, it might be called as 1 mole of particles. Those might be atoms or molecules or ions. Whatever they are, if those many number of particles are existing, then those all together called as 1 mole. The number of particles present in 1 mole of any substance has a fixed value, that is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23. These many particles together called as 1 mole. So if there are these many atoms, then they are called 1 mole of atoms. If there are these many molecules, then they are called 1 mole of molecules. So this is the number which is derived from the number of atoms present in 12 grams of carbon isotope. So these many atoms are there in 12 grams of carbon. That number is considered as 1 mole. So these many particles together, whatever they are called 1 mole of particles. They might be either atoms or molecules or even ions also. This number is also called as Avogadro number or Avogadro constant, which is denoted the symbol N or Na. It is named in the honor of the Italian scientist Amedeo Avogadro because he given this number for mole for calculating the smallest particles like atoms and molecules. Okay, that is why it is also called Avogadro number. What is that? 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23. Actually, the word mole was introduced by William Ostwald, who derived the term from the Latin word moles, which means a heap or a pile. So, a mole substance may be considered as a heap of atoms or molecules. So, by the meaning heap or pile, the term mole was introduced by the scientist Ostwald. The unit mole was accepted in 1967 to provide a simple way of reporting a large number, the massive heap of atoms and molecules in a sample. So, to give the huge number of atoms and molecules together with a simple unit, the term mole was accepted, which was given by the scientist Amedeo Avogadro. The numerical value for mole was accepted in 1967. Actually, the word mole was given by Ostwald. The quantity, numerical quantity for mole was given by Amedeo Avogadro, which is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23. These many entities means here they might be either atoms, molecules or ions. Whatever they are all together considered as 1 mole of entities. Okay. Next, molar mass. Having defined mole, it is easier to know the mass of 1 mole of substances. Yes, we know the mass of one molecule. How to calculate? How to calculate the molar mass we have defined just now seen there. With some examples also we have seen how molecular masses of substances are known. If you know the molecular mass, then we can calculate mass of 1 mole of substance. Means 1 mole means we know 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. So, we know the molecular mass and the number of molecules also we know. Then we can calculate the mass of 1 mole of that substance. The mass of 1 mole of a substance which is expressed in grams is called its molar mass. Okay, molar mass is nothing but the mass of 1 mole of substance which is expressed in grams is called molar mass of that substance. The molar mass and molecular mass are numerically equal, but molar mass has units grams and molecular mass has units unified mass unit or atomic mass unit. That is only the difference between these two, but molar mass and molecular mass both are numerically equal. Let us see one example here. For example, molecular mass of water is 18 units or 18 unified mass. We also can say 18 atomic mass units. That is the mass of 1 unit of or 1 molecule of water. We can say simply molecular mass of water. At the same time, molar mass of water is 18 grams. What does it mean by molar mass? Mass of 1 mole of molecules of water. We know mass of 1 molecule of water is 18 units, and 1 mole molecule's weight if we calculate all together, that gives 18 grams. See here, both are numerically equal. Here also it is 18, here also it is 18, but their units are different. The molecular mass is expressed in atomic mass units or unified mass units, whereas molecular mass is expressed in grams. That is only the difference. Both will be having the same quantity. Numerically they will be equal. 18 units of water has only one molecule. Yes, we told here this 18 units is the mass of one molecule of water. So 18 units of water if we take, it will be containing only one molecule. But 18 grams of water has 1 mole molecules. That is nothing but 18 grams of water contains 1 mole molecules. What does it mean here 1 mole? 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. So 18 grams of water is nothing but 1 mole of molecules, or 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. So the mass of these many molecules is called molar mass. So 18 grams is the molar mass of water, whereas 18 units or 18 U represents the weight of one molecule of water, or molecular mass. What the difference between these two? Fine. See here, the overall glance about what mole is given here. We told 1 mole is nothing but 6.022 or 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles. Those particles might be either atoms or molecules or ions, whatever they are. These many particles together are called as 1 mole. Okay, if you say example 1 mole of oxygen atoms, that is nothing but 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms of oxygen. 1 mole of oxygen means these many oxygen atoms. If you say 1 mole of oxygen molecules, that means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of oxygen. Okay. So if we say in terms of gram atoms or atomic masses, we say 1 mole of carbon. 1 mole of carbon is nothing but 12 grams of carbon. This is also called as 1 gram atom of carbon. If we say 1 mole of sodium, we know atomic mass of sodium is 23. If it is expressed in grams, then it is called gram atom of sodium, or 1 mole of sodium. 1 mole of sodium is 23 grams of sodium. If we see in terms of molecules, 1 mole of water, if we say, that is nothing but 1 gram molecule of water, or the molar mass of water will be 18 grams. Molar mass of carbon dioxide is 44. That is 44 grams of carbon dioxide will be containing these many molecules of carbon dioxide. How many? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of carbon dioxide, all together called as 1 mole of carbon dioxide, or which is equal to 44 grams of carbon dioxide. Okay, that is about in terms of molecules. If we say in terms of formula units, nothing but the compounds which are containing oppositely charged ions, we told they are called ionic compounds. So there also their formula unit mass expressed in grams will be taken as their molar mass. We know sodium chloride molecular mass or formula unit mass is 58.5 units. If it is expressed in grams, then it is called molar mass of sodium chloride. 58.5 grams is molar mass of sodium chloride. In the same way, if you say molecular mass of calcium carbonate was, we have calculated as 100 units. So if it is expressed in grams, then this it is called gram molecular weight of calcium carbonate, or molar mass of calcium carbonate. It is equal to 100 grams. That means if you take 100 grams of calcium carbonate, that will be containing 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of calcium carbonate. Okay, one more term is given here in terms of moles, which we didn't discuss. 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume at STP conditions. STP is nothing but standard temperature and pressure, which are equal to temperature 0 degrees Celsius and pressure 1 atmosphere. At these conditions, any gas, if it is taken 1 mole means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of gas. If you take, its volume will be exactly equal to 22.4 liters of volume. Okay, that is in terms of volume. 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume. 1 mole of any substance contains these many particles, 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles. That might be molecules or atoms or ions. Okay, this is about mole and mole concept. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today and visit our website aimstoday.in for latest updates and recorded videos. Thank you.